Hey there, space cadets and future tycoons! Buckle up because we're about to blast off into the wild frontier of low Earth orbit, where the next gold rush is happening right above our heads. That's right, folks. We're talking about the commercialization of low Earth orbit, or LEO for short. It's not just for astronauts and satellites anymore. It's becoming a bustling marketplace where entrepreneurs are seeing dollar signs in the stars. Picture this. You're floating in space, sipping a cosmic cocktail, and watching Earth spin below like a giant marble. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, hold on to your space helmets because that future might be closer than you think. Companies are racing to turn LEO into the hottest real estate this side of the Milky Way. We're talking space hotels, orbital factories, and even movie studios among the stars. It's like SimCity, but with a much cooler view and a lot more vacuum. But why is everyone suddenly so interested in this slice of space pie? Well, my fellow Earthlings, it's all about location, location, location. LEO is like the beachfront property of space, close enough to Earth for easy access, but far enough to escape gravity's party-pooping ways. It's the perfect spot for all sorts of space shenanigans, from conducting zero-gravity experiments to taking the ultimate selfie. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be able to say they own a piece of the sky? Now you might be thinking, isn't space just a bunch of empty nothingness with a few satellites floating around? Oh, how wrong you are, my terrestrial friend. The LEO economy is shaping up to be more diverse than a cosmic food court. Let's break it down, shall we? First up, we've got space tourism. That's right, forget Disneyland. The ultimate vacation could soon be a trip to the stars. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are working on making space travel as common as catching a flight to Vegas. Imagine checking into a space hotel, doing somersaults in zero-G, and watching 16 sunrises in a single day. Talk about an Instagram-worthy trip, but it's not all fun and games up there. LEO is also becoming a hotbed for scientific research and manufacturing. In the absence of gravity, we can grow perfect crystals, create new medicines, and even print human organs. It's like a cosmic laboratory where the laws of physics take a coffee break, allowing us to do things that are impossible down here on Earth. And let's not forget about satellite services. We're not just talking about your grandpa's weather satellites anymore. New mega constellations of satellites are being launched to provide global internet coverage, track climate change, and even predict natural disasters. It's like having thousands of tiny robot helpers circling the planet, making our lives easier and more connected. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but show me the money. Well, hold on to your space boots because the numbers are more astronomical than a supernova. According to some very smart people with very big calculators, the LEO economy could be worth hundreds of billions of dollars by 2035. That's billion with a B, folks. But who's footing the bill for all this space-age swankiness? It's a mix of big government bucks and private sector moolah. NASA is playing sugar daddy to a bunch of companies, helping them develop everything from new spacecraft to inflatable space stations. It's like a cosmic version of Shark Tank, but with higher stakes and cooler toys. And it's not just the usual space suspects getting in on the action. We're seeing everyone from pharmaceutical companies to entertainment giants eyeing up LEO. Imagine shooting the next blockbuster movie with Earth as your backdrop, or brewing the perfect beer in zero gravity. The possibilities are as endless as space itself. But here's the kicker. As more players enter the game, the costs of getting to and operating an LEO are dropping faster than a lead balloon in Jupiter's gravity. What was once the exclusive playground of superpowers is becoming accessible to smaller countries and companies. It's like the democratization of space, but with more rockets and less political speeches. Now, before you go mortgaging your house to invest in space real estate, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the space junk in orbit. With all this activity, LEO is starting to look like my teenager's bedroom, cluttered and potentially hazardous. We're talking about thousands of defunct satellites, spent rocket stages, and even a lost spatula or two, all whizzing around at 17,000 miles per hour. One wrong move and it's cosmic pinball with billion-dollar satellites. But fear not, our space geniuses are on the case. They're developing everything from space tugs to giant nets to clean up this orbital mess. It's like a galactic game of Pac-Man, gobbling up debris to keep our space lanes clear. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want the job title of space garbage collector? Another challenge is the legal Wild West of space. Who owns what up there? Can you claim an asteroid? What happens if your space hotel accidentally drifts into someone else's orbit? These are the questions keeping space lawyers up at night. Yes, that's a real job, and yes, it's as cool as it sounds. But perhaps the biggest challenge is one of perception. For many, space still seems like a luxury, a playground for billionaires and sci-fi enthusiasts. The key to unlocking LEO's full potential is showing how it can benefit all of us down here on Earth. From new technologies to environmental monitoring to inspiring the next generation of scientists and dreamers, the commercialization of LEO has the potential to touch all our lives in ways we can't even imagine yet. So, there you have it, folks. The commercialization of low Earth orbit in all its mind-bending, gravity-defying glory. It's a new frontier, a new economy, and potentially the greatest adventure of our time. And the best part? You don't need to be a rocket scientist to get involved. Maybe you're an entrepreneur with a crazy idea for a space-based business. Perhaps you're an investor looking for the next big thing. Or maybe you're just a dreamer who wants to see humanity reach for the stars. Whatever your role, the LEO economy has a place for you. As we wrap up this cosmic journey, I want you to look up at the night sky. That vast expanse of darkness punctuated by pinpricks of light isn't just a pretty view anymore. It's the next frontier of human innovation, commerce, and exploration. It's where the future is being built, one satellite, space station, and crazy idea at a time. So are you ready to join the new space race? To boldly go where no entrepreneur has gone before? To reach for the stars and maybe, just maybe, grab a piece of the cosmic pie? The commercialization of low Earth orbit is happening right now, and trust me, you don't want to be left behind on the launch pad. Remember, in space, no one can hear you scream with excitement about the amazing business opportunities. So suit up, strap in, and get ready for the ride of a lifetime. The sky's no longer the limit. It's just the beginning.